Hi Sylvia, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. Can
Mm,
you see my screen?
Yes, I can perfectly see your screen. Thank you so much for being here, and we are really honored to have you here, and we're looking forward to have a great session from you.
Thank you very much. Okay, time is start then.
Okay.
Um, today I will speak about data governance as a hidden power to achieve effective digital transformation. Typically, when we think about data governance, we actually think about the word governance. And in our minds, it's about making sure that we're following the rules. Traditionally, data governance was viewed as as a risk management task, and it's fine. It's one part of data governance, but where I'm seeing the hidden power of data governance is actually in creating a business value. It's about supporting business to succeed. Hi everyone, my name is Sylvia and I'm a data governance manager at Miller Mobility Group, the leading company in automotive in Baltics and Nordic countries. Before I've joined Miller, I used to work in heavily regulated industry, finance. And there is a difference how we're and why we're doing data governance in those two industries. So look, a bank has to be compliant. Bank has to follow regulations. Otherwise, they can get a lot of fines. They can even lose their banking license, which is pretty scary perspective. While Miller Group doesn't have to do data governance, we don't have to follow the same strict regulations as banks. Yet we're still doing it. We're doing data governance because we want to create value. We want to get more out of our data. So the group made the decision to also invest time, resources, money in digital transformation. So over the next 3 years, the whole organization will be engaged in the program transformation program called Drive, and Dare to Move is the name of our strategy. And uh, change can be scary, can be demanding, and transformation doesn't happen overnight. Still, there is a need to change to remain competitive, to meet customer expectations. How to make sure that data plays an important role on the process, and why actually we should care about data governance in digital transformation. So, according to the Harvard Business Review, the message is clear. Data governance is no longer just a concern for IT departments. It should be data governance should be on top of the list for all C-level management, on everyone else who is contributing for a success of the business. And 63% of executives say that trust is important, and customers are more likely to share data, to buy from the organizations which are seeing as the organizations which are treating data properly, which are securing data. And then on the top of the 10 top data governance business goals, there is like the most important one, which is actually improving decision making capabilities. to enable this data-driven decision making. And then, if data is so important, why we're still forgetting about it, especially in the process of digital transformation, where usually the main focus is on buying new technology, buying new digital platforms, and look, technology itself is not able to bring transformation. New fancy tool will not solve problems. It is the way how the tool is used, and it is about the data which is stored in the tool. By the data which is collected, stored, proceed in the tool, the business will make decisions. They will make some analytics, and so on. It will be done based on data, not based on the technology itself. So let's zoom out a bit and come back to the topic of data governance. What is data governance? I like to call data governance data collaboration, because it's actually about enabling data for collaboration purposes. It's about managing data to support business in achieving its goals. And in addition, data governance is a process of defining the rules that data should follow. And let me explain that on the metaphor, which I've heard during the last summer school for data leaders. Um, Imagine a football field. Match is about to start, and the players are showing up, and some of them are really ready to play hockey. Someone is ready to swim, and someone else thinks that they're gonna play tennis, and they're not gonna have the easiest game, don't you think? And the governance is there to make sure that everyone understands the rules of the game, and it's some agreement on how to play this game. And governance responsible person is like a coach or a trainer, and is making sure that we're on the same page, that everyone understands those rules. And then when that is done, then the next stage, the next step for this job is to make sure that the game is flowing, to that the data is flowing in the right direction under right rules. And the question is, how do we win this game? So back to reality. What do we do? Like what data governance people do to support all business functions to play this data game? So I listed some activities, some activities which we're doing. So, for example, data discovery. Mm, Basically, in this activity, we're unboxing those black boxes of unknown, of the data which was um, traditionally available or understandable only for the very technical people. So in by doing this exercise, by discovering data, um, we're showing everyone, and we're giving this possibility for everyone to actually understand where the data is stored and in which systems. Then there is also data classification. So together with the business owners, we support classification of data. For example, we recognize which data is personal data. Then there's also data lineage, which is very hard to achieve actually. But by doing it, we're showing everyone what is the life cycle of data, where the data comes from, what are the stages, and where the data ends. So, for example, on the reports. And then there is the data ownership assignment. And this part is very, very tough as well. A lot of discussions, who should own data, and so on. So we're helping to identify those data owners, people who have power, who have budgets, who can make decisions. And then there are the data stewards, so basically subject matter experts, people who are some hands-on, who are able to fix data. And then there is business glossary. So we're also supporting this part where together with data owners or other data stakeholders, we're defining the meaning of business terms. So for example, what does it mean customer to the organization? What does it mean dealer? What does it mean region? And a lot of people, they they feel that they know, they understand, because they work in the company for ages, and of course they know what does it mean customer. This is like like very, very obvious. But actually, by doing this exercise of setting the business glossary in a very easy way, we can show everyone that they're mistaken. So some time ago, I actually started this exercise, and we selected some terms, and then the stewards who were engaged, everyone could see that this is everyone had a slightly different definition for all of those terms. So our goal here is to make sure that everyone understands the most important terms the same way. And then there is the data dictionary. It's more technical task to do, and it's like a minimum requirement for transformation and any kind of IT projects. It's about documenting metadata in those projects, and also the data which is output from those projects. And then the last one on this list, but actually the most important, and I should put it as a first, is data literacy. So we educate data stakeholders on the data topic. So we're making sure that everyone speaks the same language, and it's very time consuming and long process. Definitely. So, example. So, what does it mean in real life? Very popular task in any digital transformation, or generally speaking, system migration. We are moving to a new cool tool. Um, yeah, and it's everyone is happy. We're gonna have a new tool, but then wait. What actually we're moving? We're moving data, of course, data. So, how do you want to move to a new house without cleaning up? Are you sure you will fit all of your stuff, read data, on those new fancy shelves? Um, are you sure you know well all of the stuff, read data, which you've collected over years? Do you know what to use them for? And are you sure you still uh, like those data, those stuff, they still have a good quality, and actually all of them belongs to you? And it's the same with data migration. A good data governance is crucial because someone needs to ask all of those questions. And we all are familiar with the challenges of digital transformation, like the cybersecurity attacks or lacks on the privacy standards from third party providers. But um, but then that's why the data governance should be treated as a first to do, not as a add-on after fact task. And then so we know that it would be good and it's needed to have data governance in place for digital transformation, but how to actually implement data governance? It's not easy. And here I will speak from my experience and from the research. And I would like to mention that data governance is different in each organization because each organization is different. So data governance is totally different or very different in a bank, and it's different in another industry. So so no matter what, we're starting from data governance maturity assessment. And then there is data governance framework development, and then ongoing work on the data culture implementation. Yes, so no matter if you have a digital transformation in place or not, you need to know where you are. You need to understand what is the situation you're in and how bad or maybe how good is it. And you should give yourself time to meet people, to ask questions, to understand different business areas, all of the processes, and so on. And your number one task in this phase is to ask questions. And you should ask questions about the ambitions of the organization. What do they want to achieve? What are the KPIs? What are the metrics? And so on. And only by asking and collecting the answers, you can, at the end, answer this question: why do we do data governance? What is the benefit for the organization? And there are many tools, different data, the different maturity assessment models. So you should try some of them and find out which one is suitable for your organization. So there is no one magical um, 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 a model which will fit everyone. So everyone should choose their own. And those models help organization to understand um, what they have and what are they missing. And yes, so when we know why do we need data governance and what is our maturity level, we can move to the next step, next stage, which is starting planning for data governance framework. And data governance framework should be aligned with the corporate strategy. And the same goes to the data strategy. It should also be aligned with the corporate one. That way, everyone will understand why data governance and other data tasks or activities are important for the future of the company. What we actually need is strong data leadership, someone who is capable of setting vision for data, making sure that that it's all of what we're doing is aligned with the organization's goals and ambitions, and someone who will define core values that we want to follow when we are working with data. And um, and the real art is in implementing um, processes, implementing rules which everyone believes in and everyone live by them, and establishing the roadmap. It is important to define what is the plan, what are the phases and measurements, and what we're gonna do. So how we're gonna implement data governance. The good idea is to start from use cases. We must remember that the good use case is something what needs to be fixed, shows the business value, and it's a quick win for the business and for you. And best use cases are actually coming from people who work with data and who are feeling the pain every day. And yeah, I still have time, so I can mention that from my experience when I was starting with data governance in my first position. Uh, the use case which I started working with was something what my manager told me that this is it. This is the use case which everyone from the business they really need that. We need to fix it. And I believed in that. I didn't talk to business at all. I just jumped into this use case. We started working on this for like 2 months, I think, and slightly I was showing on I was seeing on the process that people were losing attention. They were not coming to the meetings. They were not interested in what we want to fix or achieve. And then I realized that actually it wasn't a burning issue. It wasn't anything what everyone really wanted to fix. And then when I started talking to business to those people, I realized that there are other things which they really need. So the most important here is actually, go to people, talk to them, and find yourself what is the use case. And then the next part if for the implementation of data governance is the data culture implementation. It's very hard, time consuming, and it's not easy. But why actually it's so important? Without a strong data culture, organization may lack the ability to use data which they collected. They may also have problems with data consistency or processes. And by having data culture, it helps them to make decisions faster and based on trusted data and not just intuition, like gut feeling. And then there's a communication part. In the whole process of implementing data culture, communication is the key. It's the most important part. It helps to speak the same language, as I mentioned before. Speaking the same language is crucial to be data driven. And then examples from other companies which are successful can also help to make it real. Um, and then people understand data. When they understand data better, it helps with new ideas and improves work quality. It also encourages people to be innovative. Yes. So to summarize my presentation, there is data opportunity in digital transformation, and data governance is one of those not so much exciting for many, but vital parts of digital transformation. Understanding and proactively managing data will protect your business, will protect reputation, secure customer relations, and will open an exciting new opportunities for your organization. Thank you.
Hi, Sylvia. We have received a question for you. I think you can see it in the chat. It's what is the biggest challenge when implementing data governance?
I would say it's people, because this is a big business function actually, and data is a business skill, and um, it's like a very big and crucial and critical skill, which everyone in the business should have, and it's same important as, for example, understanding budgets or managing people or doing all of those things. It's the same with data. So unless people will understand this, then implementing data governance would be easier, because actually managing data is everyone's business and everyone should contribute to it, and it's so important to pass this message to the business.
Okay, okay, great. So thank you so much, Sylvia.